I used to believe, with my entire heart, that each of my dreams would eventually one day become a reality. I grew up in the Midwest, but as a little girl, I wanted to be in the sea. I wanted to study corals, swim with sea creatures, and document my findings with photographs that I could later use to paint. This is the story of one of those childhood dreams coming into existence, told as I reflect on this beautiful trip to the Virgin Islands while painting a sea turtle in a little house by the sea. When my aunt and uncle invited me on their yearly trip to St. John, I was beyond excited. They had been going for around 17 years and always brought back big smiles, beautiful tans, folders of GoPro footage, and a lot of stories. So I joined them on their island adventure and got to live out a piece of my childhood dreams, and it was nothing short of magical. Now, many months later, I'm finally piecing together the footage from this story, looking at the photographs, reflecting on these moments, and painting a sea turtle. It's feeling pretty full circle. Growing up so far from the ocean, my love for it was expressed through paintings. Yearning to one day swim with ocean critters, study their glistening patterns, and get to know their personalities. As a kid, I loved coloring whales and coloring books, and drawing dolphins. In high school, I painted shells and ocean scenes, and sea turtles in my AP art class, and after graduation I painted even more turtles, island landscapes, and close-up turquoise waters. I remember organizing my aunt's seashell and sea glass collections and being mesmerized by the textures, patterns, and colors. In the summers, I would spend most of my lake time literally in the water, snorkeling around the dock, finding crayfish, clams, and making friends with all the local sunfish. On one occasion, I gained the most colorful one's trust enough that I could even hold it in my hands. I felt like I was a water girl my whole life, and while I loved the place I called home, I really just wanted to grow up and go experience the ocean that was unfortunately so far away. While the sea turtles definitely stole the show and my heart here, there were so many other incredibly beautiful creatures hanging out just below the surface. There were stingrays, squid, sea cucumbers, pufferfish, spotted trunkfish, and of course the feared barracudas. One day I made friends with an octopus, and we just calmly swam around the whole bay together. There's something so peaceful and healing about being in the water with all these creatures, just observing and appreciating all the life that exists here.
There's a half moon rising in your eyes. Nothing lonesome, everything's just right. It's just right. Up the canyon, you can see for miles. All of the lovers turning on their lights. And what does it got to do with us now? What does it got to do with us now? Ooh, honey, these nights. How did we get too busy for our lives? But what does it got to do with us now? What does it got to do with us now?
The dream of traveling, photographing, and then painting is now in full swing. This adventure was a while ago, and it took me a long time to get to the point where I felt like I had time and space to sit down and digest and edit this trip in the way that I wanted to. But I'm so glad that I took the time now to do that, and honestly, the timing ended up feeling like this was how it was meant to be all along. So much love to my aunt and uncle for inviting me on their journey. I love you guys so much, and I wouldn't be the person I am today without you.